Amelia, tough one tonight. What do you put the turnaround to, having had such a great start to the tournament?
Yeah, it's disappointing tonight. Obviously, not the performance we were looking for, and had a great start against India, but we know with cricket it's a pretty fickle game, and with World Cups and tournaments you can't get too high or low. You've got to be able to move on quickly, and that will be the same after this loss. We'll review it and take learnings, but we've got to move on to the next game, because our next game's a huge one for us against Sri Lanka, and in hot conditions as well, and we know they can be extremely dangerous. So we've got to move on from that, and today we were good in patches, but we weren't good enough with ball or bat in the end, and the Aussies were too good today, but I think when we play at our best we can still beat any team.
Different stadium, different conditions. How different was it playing here, and what did you find trickiest here in Sharjah?
Yeah, I actually thought the wicket played a little bit better than I thought. I think the thing that is probably more difficult here is that the boundaries are a bit bigger, but the outfield's slower. So I think even outside the power play it can be really hard to get boundaries. So, when you're chasing nines, that makes it pretty difficult. So I think the wicket was better than I thought, but it's still a tough ground to get boundaries, and we probably let them get 10 too many or so.
And just on your own bowling performance, that was a big plus. Can you just sort of talk us through that and how, that came about?
Yeah, it's nice to be able to contribute with the ball, and I think in these conditions, hopefully I'll play a big role for the team. But I think with cover up it was pretty simple, just trying to bowl as straight as possible and make them, I guess, play shots. And we've got a great spin group. The young spinners in the group are awesome. They help me love spin bowling so much. They're awesome to be around, and our spin coach as well. So I think that also helps a lot there in trainings and off the field. I'm absolutely loving it.
Hi, Amelia. Tough luck today. I just want to ask you, you threw forward to this massive game against Sri Lanka, and I think net run rate will become quite a big talking point as the tournament goes on. What kinds of things do you plan for when you know not just that you've got to win, but that you've got to smash them, basically?
Yeah, I think things are still in our hand. If we win our next two games, we give ourselves probably the best chance possible. First, you want to win the game. I think that's the key. You don't want to, I guess, go out there thinking you've got to beat them by X amount of runs and then throw the game. So I think first you've got to win and take it a game at a time, because if we win both, we give ourselves the best chance to qualify.
Megan Schutt, she's been the most successful seamer at this venue, and we're seeing the keeper standing up to her. She's obviously really got a great idea of how to bowl here. You faced her a lot today. What makes her so tricky on this surface?
Yeah, I think for many years she's been one of the best seamers in the world. She's just very skillful. She's a very smart cricketer, and obviously early on swings the ball very accurate, and then has her leg cutter at the death. But I think it's probably her way to outthink batters, and her consistency that's given her so much success in a very good side as well. She's had a very good career and still going.
I'm just looking at the tournament so far, and you've had the highs of the result against India, and then today. How do you sort of stay level as a team and sort of keep all the emotions in check?
Yeah, I think with the win against India, it's important for us that we enjoyed that win, but then, the next day it's moving on to, recovery and the next game, and I think that's the exact same with this game. We should be disappointed. We didn't play our best cricket, and we've got to take learnings from it, and we can be gutted, but we've got to quickly move on, and I think that's the exact same win or lose in this tournament. You've got to move on quickly. You're allowed to feel the emotions straight away, and then you've got to pick yourselves up again.
Sunil from India News, cricket predictor. One quick question. The dot balls weren't a problem if you were to compare it from the first match to the second. 33 against 45. But the problem, it looked like, was the boundary count. From 16, 17, it came down to 5. What was happening there? Was the ball swinging, or you weren't in the zone, or where did the batters lose comparing from the first match?
Yeah, I think, like I said, in Sharjah, the boundaries are a bit bigger and the outfield's slower. I thought in the power play, Aussie bowled really well, but I think in this World Cup, the power play is going to be really important with both bat and ball. And if you can win the power play, I think you give yourselves a good chance to win. And we didn't get enough boundaries. And it was even harder outside the power play with the slow outfield.
One more, yeah.
Last.
One more, last question. Yeah.
With your loss, do you realize that you've opened up the pool? You are now at number 3 now. India's just behind you and Pakistan over, above you. Do you realize you've done 3 teams a favour?
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to do them any favours, but the loss today hurts, and it's a shame it wasn't a close game, and we're not trying to lose by that much. But again, we move on to the next one, and we can still control our fate by winning each game, and that's going to be the focus.
Thanks very much, Amelia.
Thank you.